Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's really helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That'll tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Hey everybody, this is Nancy Drew of A5, and well, as it's pretty obvious by the introduction to this, that I am indeed playing a Nancy Drew game. Nancy Drew and the Shadow at the Wars. This is the 23rd installment of the Nancy Drew PC games by Her Interactive. Excuse me. Now, as they say, I will not be talking through any dialogue, so you don't have to worry about that. I will be going through slowly, know how to do some of the things. Like I said, if you really don't know what to do, here's a book of how to be a detective. It pretty much is self-explanatory of what it is. I didn't mean to do that. Like what's new, moving around, finding clues, your inventory, what the icons are, talking to people, and miscellaneous. Now, there's two sets of difficulties for Nancy Drew, Junior and Senior. I'll be mostly playing through Junior Detective, but here are your options, then your volume, sound effects, music. Like, here's a test.
It's locked.
Pretty self-explanatory. The matte color is just basically what your sides are going to look like. Your side borders here. You can either have the classic like that bluish color, or you just keep it black. I'm just going to keep it a black for the moment. Here are your screens, and you generally want to keep your text large because it's really hard to see otherwise. Let's say here's your screen options, full screen 1 and 2, and your window. I don't see really much between 1 and 2, honestly. Okay, here's where you load your game, here's where you save your game, and here's to quit the game. Now be very careful, because if you quit it, it will prompt you to ask you want to save your game first, but just so you know, yeah, you can almost instantly kick yourself out of the game. Here's your inventory. As you can see, this is not your max inventory, how much you can carry. You can carry more than that. Your notebook, this is your journal. This is where you put your observations and phone numbers in. Now you will have a cell phone, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem to remember. There's no memorization here, because they say you have your cell phone, so everything will be pre-programmed to your phone automatically. Observation. I'm off to Japan to teach and explore Kyoto. Should be a lot of fun. I do apologize though, I am kind of sick. But here's where your observation, you write notes down about people and whatnot. It's just if you're stuck and you're not sure where else to go. Your task list. This pretty much tells you, what tasks you still need to do throughout the game. It's also if you're stuck, because you're like, what do I do next? And so there'll be a bunch of tasks listed here. And let's see, and you will be, if you haven't done it, it won't let you check it. And like here.
Can't check that off yet.
That means you haven't done the task yet. So the game pretty much tells you when you haven't completed something or not. So it won't leave you hanging. Let's see. Let's look at the case file, shall we?
After a string of tough mysteries, I decided it's time to take a break to do a little sightseeing. I'm taking P.G. Krollmeister up on his offer to send me to his favorite ryokan, or traditional inn, in Kyoto, Japan. I'll spend the days teaching English, and my nights with Bess and George, exploring the sights, fashion, history, and nightlife of downtown Kyoto. From what I hear, the inn I'm staying at is known as one of the scariest places in the city. I'm not sure why people say that. I might have to poke around a little to see what's really going on at the Ryokan Hiei.
Okay, so you are going to be teaching English to students in Japan while Bess and George are off doing other things at night, so you'll be hanging out with them. So you're staying at Ryokan, a traditional inn. For some people not sure what that is, I would say Persona 4's Imagi Inn is pretty much what that is. Now like I said, I said, when you look at your task list and you've done something, just check it right off. Alright, let's hit the plane ticket if we're all set. And like I said, I will be playing this on Junior Detective just for time's sake. Like I said, you have Junior and Senior Detective. The difference is the puzzles are easier in Junior Detective than they are in Senior. But I will be doing a thing for Senior puzzles after the playthrough is done. The stars are different achievements, so like I said, I won't be talking through any dialogue, so shh.
Hi, I have a reservation under Nancy Drew.
Do you believe me now?
Obasan, it only fell.
It did not. You know better.
I'm very sorry. She's just a little upset.
She does not want her here. Tell her to go. Now.
What was that about? Why is she upset?
Please, don't worry about that. Here, this is your room key.
Thanks.
Your room is on the second floor. I've already had your bag sent up. Please, my name's Miwako. Come to me if there's anything you need.
Your grandmother seemed very upset about the portrait breaking.
It's no big deal. She thinks it's a bad sign that the portrait fell from the wall.
Why is that?
It's a very special portrait. It's one of the 2 remaining images of my mother, and it was taken shortly before. It's one of my grandmother's favorite portraits.
As you see, you have different dialogue choices as you...
Is that a robotic cat?
Yeah, Suki! Isn't she the greatest? Lentalo got her for me. I've wanted my own pet cat for forever, but I can't have one at the ryokan. I came into work one day, and there she was, right next to the sweetest note from Lentaro.
I've never seen a robotic cat before. What does it do?
She's not on it. She's Suki. It's okay, she didn't mean it. Actually, she doesn't really do much, mainly sits. But, oh wait, I just learned something neat. Suki, tate.
Interesting.
Oh, that's great.
That's all I remember right now, but she can do a lot more. I should figure out what the rest of the commands are, come to think of it. Although, to be honest, it's a little more believable if she just does what she wants.
Like I say, you get different options as your game progresses.
What is a ryokan?
A ryokan is almost exactly like a hotel or spa, but far more traditional. This ryokan has been in my family for generations, passed down from mother to oldest daughter in order to preserve the traditional style, the food, the caretaking. Every little detail is as it would have been generations ago.
How long has the ryokan been in your family?
A very long time. My grandmother says it has been passed down since the early 1700s.
So one day you'll pass this place on to your daughter? That must be very nice.
Well, I'm the younger daughter. My older sister Yumi will be the one to take over the ryokan.
Oh.
My grandmother's offering a few classes in traditional arts. She's in room 18 at the end of the hall.
That's something that we're going to have to check out later. Like I said, so she's the younger daughter and Yumi is the older daughter. Interesting.
What happened to your mother?
I shouldn't bother you with our problems, Nancy. Please, it is very nice outside, a perfect time to relax and enjoy your surroundings.
I see when our magnifying lens goes right at that, we can examine things. And you see, we're not the only ones in here. So it's a very small list. Now the NPC, if you can't do something, will tell you not to. Famous Kyoto Gardens. Now, I'm not going to fully read all of this, but this is also very, very interesting stuff to read about. But I have a feeling we're going to need to know this for later on, so just keep in mind to know that this book is actually here. See one thing, some of this stuff it's a very nice read. But like I said, we might need to be referring back to this later, so let's put this down for now. Like I said, the NPCs will often stop you if you can't do something. Like this.
Please don't hang anything up there.
Yeah, so if it's something that you can't do right now, the NPCs will stop you. Like Miwako will stop you from doing something while she's right there. Let's see. Let's venture out, shall we? Come on.
Hello.
Nancy, you made it. How was your ride?
It was pretty good.
I love Japan. I have done so much shopping, and George's convention is crazy. I've never seen so many people. It's totally sold out.
You sound pretty excited.
Well, yeah. Kind of hard not to be here. I don't even know where to start. Have you ever had mochi? It's a revelation, Nancy. I'm not even kidding. And the shopping.
Conference me in already.
Oh, yeah. Did that do it? No? Okay.
No, hit the... No, the...
You do it then.
We all on?
Yes.
Yep. Why is that so hard?
It so isn't.
Anyway, what's your story? What are you up to? You coming over?
I'm still getting settled in, but I'll be out to see you guys soon.
How's the... whatever it is you're staying at?
Ryokan. It's great. A little strange, though. When I was checking in, a picture fell off the wall, and everyone was really weird about it.
Huh. Oh no, our train's going to be here in a sec. Gotta go.
See you, Nancy.
Bye.
And also, Bess and George will always be your phone of friends. In this case, usually they'll be together, so you can call either one or the other. Always kind of hover your cursor around, because you never know you're going to find an interesting spot to examine. Huh. You even got one of these things in here. You can actually hear it filling up. That's actually kind of neat. Actually, for a garden, this is actually quite lovely. Let's see. Now, our room is going to be on the second floor. Nope. Let's see. Do I have the right side? No, I don't. If I remember, a key said 24. And if the room started with 30, I am obviously on the wrong side. You're going to forgive me. I might be making this mistake quite often, so you're going to have to sadly put up with me doing that. Let's see. And if I got this right, yay! As you open your inventory, take your key and hey presto. Oh, one thing to note, if you have something in inventory that's got this eye on it, that just means it's something you can reread, like your case file. Now here's her room. Kind of small, but a very nice view of the garden, I must say. Alright, let's go over here. And here's our bags. Let's see. English, Japanese phrase book? Yeah, we're probably gonna need that. Now notice how the hand becomes with a little briefcase on it. That signifies an item you can take. Let's see. And we're probably gonna need that. It's probably our... Okay, these Cocoa Crinkle bars. Okay, funny story about that. It all starts with a character named Sunny June back in Game 6 called Secret of the Scarlet Hand, where you replace your character's replacing a character named Sunny June, and he has a bunch of Cocoa Crinkles in his desk. And this character is also kind of like mentioned throughout from that series on, as kind of like he somehow pops up someplace after and is gone before you show up, so it's actually kind of funny. Sometimes you find stuff from your previous case in there too. Let's see what we got here. That's just the night stuff. Alright, let's see.
If I have something to send, this might come in handy.
Something to know for later. This gives you the history of the Ryokan Hiei. It's the place where you're staying. Like Miwaka said, if I said her name wrong, I do apologize. That it's for the 1700s. And, so the hot spring is around room 7, the first floor hallway. Sometimes change the image for men and women. We're going to probably figure out this on our own. And the Curia Exposition Center. That's pretty much where I believe at Matsue. Like I said, if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong, I do humbly apologize. I am not the greatest at speaking. Now, what's Nancy actually here for? The Japan Teacher Exchange. Like she said in the case file, she'll be teaching English during the day, so well, let's see. We have some black cat and red cards. There's students. I'm not going to fully read these, but these are the profile of Nancy's students. Kenta, keep a close eye on anything you don't want disassembled. Sounds like a character from Danganronpa. I should say Danganronpa 2. Fumiko? Let's see, is another student. Bright and self-reliant. Like I said, I won't be reading through all of these, but you know. But, yeah, this is really interesting how you get a profile of all the students in her class. Alright, what's your name?
Grading time.
Grading time. So, you get to grade your students based on how they're doing. Nope. Very no. No. Yeah, not quite. Let's see. Okay. Hey. My name... That's one right. Oh my gosh, no. I is 7... No. My eyes is... No. Oh. Okay, let's see. I am okay. I am Japanese. I am 7. And I have black hair. Hey, she gets a 100% on that one. Oops, I think I went the wrong direction. Kenta. Well, he gets good word use. Mine's no. 7. No. Eyes be... no. I have blue hair. At least that sentence makes sense. So, we have at least one very bright student in this group. He said this would be something you do every night, that you'll be grading papers. Alright, let's head on downstairs, shall we? Because one, we gotta need to find the cultural center. Let's see. Ah, here's the bath.
Whoa, hang on. Men only right now.
What do you mean?
The baths. The blue banner means the baths are for men. The red banner means women only. I don't know why we don't mention this at the front desk. This is useful information. Anyway, I'm Rentaro. I'm out in the garden if you need anything. Whoops! Oh. Ow. That hurt.
Well, okay, that's Rentaro, another character we meet. As he said, when it's a blue banner, it's men only for the baths. So when we see a red banner, that means we can go in. So that is room 7. So the cultural center is on, should be on this side. With a nice door on. So you know it's 7 to 10:30. So if it gets past 10:30, we cannot come in here. Or at least we can't talk to her. So let's go in.
Nancy-san, please sit. It is a pleasure to meet you, Parapali. I am sorry for the way I behaved when you first arrived. It was very impolite. Please, forgive me.
Of course, don't worry. It's nice to meet you as well.
That is very kind of you to say, but I must always worry about the guests who stay with us, especially now.
What do you mean, especially now?
Are you here for a lesson today?
Yes.
Today, you will be learning katakana. To the outsider, katakana always looks far more difficult to learn than it is. You just need to be patient, and you need to learn to see more than you are used to seeing. There is a book to help in the chest. Practice until it looks like your name, Nancy. Not just some lines.
What do you mean?
Although there are many Nancys in the world, your name belongs to only you. It has always been yours. You must try until what you see on the paper is not just a word. It is you.
Okay. So basically, we need to try to precisely as humanly possible to
Nope, that doesn't look right. Better start again.
And if you mess up, just click on the paper up here and try again. No, I am using an actual mouse. I am not using a touchpad on my laptop to try to do this. And
Nope, that doesn't look right. Better start again.
the key is don't rush. If you rush, you will screw up. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but you gotta get as close as you possibly can.
Nope, that doesn't look right. Better start again.
But I think you have also infinite tries to do this too.
It is a name, but it is not your name. Try again.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Like I said, you don't need to be 100% precise, but try getting as close as you possibly can. Okay. Here, okay. Slowly, slowly. Okay. Like I said, I think you have infinite tries to do this. How that didn't count it, I have no idea. I'm just gonna roll with it though. Like I said, I'm using an actual mouse for this. I don't know if a touchpad would be any better or worse. Okay, almost there. Oh, I almost screwed that up. I almost messed that part up.
Very well done, Nancy. This is the best I've ever seen from a new student. I knew you could do this well. Leave this to dry, and I'll have it brought to your room to remind you of your
Lots
success.
of options you can pick to talk to her about.
I love the gardens. Do you take care of them?
Yes, of course. I sleep here, but my home is out there in the gardens. Even when the whole earth is covered in snow, I am happiest there, waiting for the first flowers to break through the frost. Do yourself a favor, Nancy-san. Find a small piece of earth that begs to be made perfect, and do whatever it asks of you.
Interesting piece
You
of
will thank
advice.
me.
The Ryokan seems very important to you.
The world around has become a million different things since I was a girl. And I do not have to tell you that many changes have not been so good. But in here, the world does not change.
Why do you want Yumi to take over the Ryokan?
It is tradition.
Any other reason?
I am used to this question. Tradition is very often made fun of or ignored. But tradition is how we know ourselves, Nancy-san. The traditions of your family are how you know yourself. Tradition is a burden in many ways. I understand this. But imagine not knowing who you are or where you come from. It would be very lonely, I think.
Have you always lived at the Ryokan?
Since I was born,
Have you ever left?
I have. But I never found anywhere I wanted to be as much as here.
Have you always offered classes?
No, it is new. We have developed a reputation, and for many years I've wanted to teach our guests.
I'll talk to you later.
Fair enough.
Goodbye.
More can't be more fair enough than that. Let's see. I assume as our lessons go on, we can access more of these drawers. The writing language you can try involves in two separate celebrities. This is also very, very interesting. Most of us know have seen kanji, but not really these two. Hiragana and katakana, which I find extremely interesting, but I have a feeling we're going to need to know some of this for later. Well, let this X for now. Since we recently just met a character, pretty much I believe he's probably in that shed in the garden. Whoops. Yeah, let's see. Yep. So that's a...
Hi again. I'm Rentaro. It's nice to meet you officially. So, you're still here. That's surprising.
I'm Nancy. What do you mean, surprising?
Did I say that? Whoops. So, you're American. From New York City?
No, a place called River Heights. It's in...
Oh, okay. That's one of the places I always wanted to go. I mean, you'd have to be crazy to live there, but on the other hand, you'd have to be crazy not to live there. It's one of those, unwinnables.
Do you work here?
Technically, it's a complicated thing we've got going on. I'm sort of like the handyman around here. So, should I bother getting to know you, or are you going to be like all of the rest?
What do all of the rest do?
Get spooked in the middle of the night? Pack their bags and never come back? Even the ones who come to see the ghosts. Oh, I shouldn't be telling you this. Oh, well, already did. If you see Takaido, this conversation never happened.
Ghosts? What ghosts?
We got one of those, haunted hotspot guides. So we get a lot of ghost hunters here. And that's always a treat, because they're totally not obnoxious.
So, people think this place is haunted?
Well, some people think this place is haunted. Kind of like some people think the moon landing was faked, and some people like adult contemporary. Don't be one of those people. You like puzzles?
I guess you could say that.
I figured. You're going to love this. It's called a nonogram.
What's that?
It's just another example of how awesome numbers are. Letters are cool and all, but they just make words. I mean, get with the game, letters. Numbers, on the other hand, get a few handfuls of those, and you can make a bridge, or send a person into space, or express the makeup of our genetic code, or they can make a neat picture.
Okay.
Take a look in here. All you need to do is look this over and finish the pattern. And when you're done, picture! Here, take this. Give it a shot. Bring it back when you're done, and I'll give you something better.
Sure.
And there are instructions inside in case you get stuck.
What are you building there?
Oh, this. This is the Rentaro 4000. I sort of got inspired by Suki.
What's it going to be?
A robotic dog. Or maybe just a robotic dog's leg. I'll be honest, I had no idea how long these things take to build. But then again, a dog's leg is not a good gift without the rest of the dog. Sort of borders on creepy, come to think of it.
Is it going to be a gift for Miwako?
Oh, definitely. She's my robotic muse. But she's not robotic. Not that you think she is. And this is why I work with machines. They're totally oblivious to awkwardness.
Miwako seems to really like Suki.
I know, which is great, because that girl is hard to buy for. And it's been sort of a gift-heavy year. Either she's getting crazy sensitive or I'm becoming a huge jerk. Hard to say. It's definitely one or both of those things.
Can you tell me anything about Takai?
She can be a little tough, but she's really wonderful. She works herself way too hard, though. I wish I could get her to just relax a little. But you can't tell her to do anything unless you want a lecture back in return.
I take it you've been lectured by Takai before.
I pretty much grew up here, and believe it or not, I was not always the saint you see standing before you. So, I've been on the sad end of a lecture or two. But I've overheard more. Always hilarious when they're not directed at you.
I'll let you get back to work.
Bye!
Okay, so Rentaro, a bit eccentric, has given us a puzzle book to do. Let's see. Looks like we have sets of 3, which is Sudoku nanograms, but we only can do nanograms at the moment. Now this pretty much just tells you how to do the nanograms. Basically, you're using the numbers on the top top and the sides to figure out where the numbers are, where to fill in. It's hard for me to try to explain this, but basically you have a 5, you do 5 across, and we have numbers scattered like this. There's a break somewhere, and the size can determine how big this can be. Oops. Well, let's just get right into it. Let's see. 5, and so this is 5 by 5. Okay, so we have a 5 here, and there's only 5 spaces, so we fill this whole column in. And since we have 5 down here, and it's only 5 across, we fill in the rest here. Let's see. Yeah, the clear thing is to start over again. Let's see, where does... Now you gotta figure out which of these corresponds to which one of those numbers. You know that we have 1 already, so let's do that since we have 3. Let's see, we have a 2 and a 1, so that might be a little trickier. Well, you please put 1 here. Not sure the other one goes quite yet. 3 1s. Since the one up and down is the same, this one here is the same, so we can say we put 1 here. And possibly here. 2 1. Since we have 2 there, so we have 1 here, so I guess that's where the 2 goes.
I did it!
And there you have it.
Hello everyone, pinch hitting for Nancy because she needed a little bit of help explaining this puzzle. It was one of her weaker ones. I wanted to kind of do this as well because she kind of went over this but didn't explain it too well. It's actually not... These are actually known as P-Cross. If you've had Mario P-Cross or Pokemon P-Cross on the 3DS, it's the same thing. It's very simple. You see I recreate the puzzle and everything. Something you should understand is when you look at this, it doesn't look as daunting as you really think. You can see that numbers are set up in a specific way. Yes, you should always start by doing this. Anything that matches your column number, in this case the 5 by 5, so any 5s just fill right in. Any 0s blank out. Now here's where it gets a little different. 2 and 1. You know this has to be a 2 by default, because it always goes left to right. So you always had the 1, then you always had the 3. So this will always fill in like this. 1 space 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. This 1 space makes 5. 2, 1. Alright, it could go here, here, or here. I'll skip this for now. I'll come back to it. Because I want to go over this row. This is also a very specific pattern. 3 plus 2 gaps. Because you got 1, 1, 1. 1, gap, 1, gap, 1. Go here, you can see a 3, 1. 3, 1. Now you see we've almost finished. All we do is just fill this one right here. There you go. Because it's 1, 2. As you can see, the patterns there's very specific patterns to look for. Now I'll go over this a little bit. Because like I said, the 1 plus 3 means there's a 1, a gap, and a 3. So that's easy because it's 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 gap is 5. This one, you start with the 2. You kind of had to come back to it later. There's a specific pattern for a 5. It goes 1 blank 1 blank 1. This one was one of those that you had to come back later to because you only knew the 5. And this was a definite. Going down this way. 5, easy. This one you only found out because of this number here. Because this had to be a 2. This has to be 1. This is a 5. This has to be a 1. Again, this mirrors this pattern, so it's 1, 2, 3. Or you got the 1 here. This has to be a 2. You know there's 1 here because of the 5, so this is the 2. This is the 1. 1, 2. There's your gap. Last one, 3 space 1 mirrors this one, and there's your puzzle. They aren't too bad when you think of these numbers like that. There are harder ones. This is just a very simple one. I played through Mario Picross and a few others, so when I noticed this when she was recording, I asked her if she wanted me to explain a little more. And there you go. A little bit more how quickly to do them. Yes, this is more complex. I can go over those later if you want, or I can play a Picross on my own and show you a little bit. I just wanted to put this in, help her out a little bit. With her permission, she gave me full permission to do this. And there you go.
Nancy will tell you when you get a puzzle completely done, so you're not like stuck on it forever. Let's go to Tarantaro again since we already have this done.
Hello.
I finished the nanograms puzzle.
Awesome. Nice job. What do you think?
I loved it.
I've got something better. You know it. You love it. The original Sudoku.
Oh, I've played that before.
Great. Great. I've got some good ones for you here. Here you go. Bring it back if you want more.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
Catch you around.
Okay, at least Sudoku is very easy to explain, and I've done play of Sudoku puzzles.
What's going on? I should listen in.
The strange sounds, all the pounding, all the screaming at all hours of the night, waking up my family, scaring the children half to death. If you ask me, this ryokan needs to be closed down immediately.
I'm very sorry.
Sorry changes nothing. This is unacceptable. I want my money back, and I want a car sent immediately to take us anywhere else.
Ooh, that didn't sound good. Sounds like a very upset guest. Ghost Stories of Japan, Volume 3. I'm not sure how I missed this one earlier, but could be an interesting read, though. Don't know if it's got anything to do with what we need to do later, but ooh.
Oh, hello, Nancy-san.
That guest seemed pretty upset.
Oh, it's nothing to worry about. Trust me. I see a lot at this desk, and one thing never changes. Travel is disorienting. It's so very easy to get upset when you're far from home. That's why we try to make things as comfortable as possible.
What has been scaring the guests away?
Oh, nothing. They're not scared. It's something else. Can I help you with anything?
I met Rentaro. Who is he?
Oh, Rentaro? He's my boyfriend. He's also handyman around here.
Have you two been dating long?
I'm sorry. I should really get back to my paperwork. But if you have any questions about the ryokan, please don't hesitate to ask.
I'll stop bugging you now.
See you later.
Question dodging, apparently. As you can see on the board, we're one that only 2 guests still here. But someone is very good at question dodging. It's about what's been going on here, and either she's in denial or she doesn't not want to talk about what's going on here at the ryokan. Alright, let's take a look at the Sudoku puzzle that Rentaro gave us. It's basically you have 9 sets of squares with numbers from 1 to 9. Now, for this puzzle, that you need to fill the squares with numbers 1 to 9, and no column or row can repeat numbers in that particular block. Now let's try this one. That I look at the column and row to see if they can actually be put in that row. Now I'll kind of do this a little quickly just because, just to save time, but if I'm not sure if I can place a number in a particular square, I'll move on to the next number. Like the 2, like how that 2 goes there. And I can't really find one in the next column, so I'll just slowly move on to a number as I'm trying to figure out where they go. So right now I have really no place else to put this 2, so let me switch to the 3. See, I can see that the 3 can go there, and a 4. Okay, 4 can go. Yeah, 4 can go there because, once you start getting numbers, you can easily start filling them in fairly quickly. See, because of where the placement of the numbers are. Because of that column and that column, I can place the 4 here, and because of that, I can place the 4 here in that row. And notice that since I have all the 4s full in, I cannot use 4 anymore. I believe that also means I have all the 4s in the right place. Let's see, 5. This is a 5 here. I can't do that because of the row in the column. That 5 can go here, and then here is really there. Because you see how I do this, it actually goes fairly quickly, so I can spot the numbers fairly quickly. As you can see, we already have 2 numbers done, which is 4 and 5. Right now, I'm working on 6 as best I can. Let's see. Oh, because 6 works that way, I can put 6 here. And then, yep, 6 right there. See? 4, 5, and 6 are all done. Let's try 1 again. Let's see. Can't quite place that one yet. Oh, never mind. I just knows where I can put 3 1s. Oh, and that finishes up the 1s. Now we move on to 2. There's a 2 in that box. I can't put 1 here yet. Oh, never mind. Because sometimes if you can find a row that's just missing a number, you can at least, fill in the blank saying, oh, the number can go here. Which is where I'm approaching with some of these, that I'm noticing that some of them I just really fill in fairly quickly. Let's see. Yeah, I can put 3 there. Yeah. Let's move on to 7. See, I can put 1 here because of process of elimination. Once you start getting down to this far, you'll find out either real fast that you're on the right track, or you've made an error somewhere of epic proportions. Now let's look at my other numbers. Go back to some of my earlier numbers, like 3 I just finished up, and 2 only had a couple of places left as well. Only 2 can go here and here because of how the other numbers are working. And let's see, the other 8, again, the rest of these 8 and 9 is self-explanatory. It's pretty much what's not filled in and where are my blank spots. I tend to do 9 last because it's usually sometimes it's the last thing to do.
I did it!
Now, since we got that done, we'll get this puzzle back to Anthro, and he'll give us our next puzzle. And if the pattern says he'll give us the...
Hi!
Do you believe that the Ryokan is haunted?
I don't believe that anything is haunted. Ghosts are just what happens when guilty people let their imaginations run wild.
What do you mean?
Think about it. Why do ghosts always want revenge? They're what people invent when they feel guilty. If that wasn't the case, then ghosts would want all sorts of things. But no, they always want revenge.
I'm back for more nanograms.
Here you go.
Is that the portrait from the lobby?
Yeah, I'm reframing it. Although it's way harder to do than I thought it would be. It's got a really strange backing.
Would you like some help?
Have at it. This thing is officially making me nuts. The tools you'll need are near the frame.
It looks like I need to find a way to make sure none of the wires are crossing.
These are not my favorite puzzles in the world. Basically, you gotta get it so none of the lines intersect each other, which, with this many, it's harder than it looks. Because this can either take you 2 minutes or it can take you 10 minutes. Let's see, that can go there. That's, yeah, there's no... I'm sure if you look up different guides to this game that they show like maybe a couple solutions, but in all honesty, it's if you can get there by your own methodology, hey, I say run with it. And you think I'd be getting close. Just when you think you're almost done, there's always one set that always seems to not want to play ball. You've got to be kidding me. I was doing so well and now it's like kicking. Can try this here, that there. Then you still got this one. He said, if you can solve this faster than I can, hey, run with it. Oh, good grief. The one thing I don't know if you like back out and go back in, the puzzle resets or not. I don't think it does. But oh my lord, I should not be wasting this much time on this. But here I am. Alright. Yeah, imagine I'm doing this on Juma. Imagine how different this is on Senior. And I thought doing these puzzles on this difficulty would take me less time to do. Instead, this one's taking me way too much time to do.
I got the backing off the portrait.
Nice job.
Oh. Okay. Well, if you can solve that less time than I can, then kudos to you on that one. Why that took me so long, I have no idea. What's this? Certificate of Spirit Removal. Certified that the Ryokan Hiei has been cleansed of all malevolent, destructive, and mischievous spirits upon this day considered fit for human habitation. Special has been made to all spaces under beds, within closets. And these areas have been certified to be permanently free of ghosts even during the middle of the night. It has been duly noted that and added to public record that all spirits said to be thus are now considered non-resident, behaving and shall be handled accordingly. At no point will a affirmation spirit, ghosts, or lurking specters are allowed to return to their previous places of residence without express written permission from all human residents in the residence. Savannah Woodham, paranormal expert. Okay, this is up there in the weirdest things I think I've seen all day in this place. Apparently, this Savannah Woodham gave a certificate saying that, yeah, this place isn't haunted.
I should hold on to this article.
Well, obviously we can't read it because it's completely in Japanese.
Hi.
Do you know anything about the certificate behind the portrait? Who's Savannah Woodham?
She was an investigator. She helped out with the investigation after Kasumi died.
An investigator? This certificate seems a little less than official.
She was more of a paranormal investigator. I don't really believe in that stuff personally, but Takai wanted her here.
Why did Takai want a paranormal investigator?
I've known Takai since I was a kid. And let me tell you this from experience. It is impossible to guess what she's thinking or why she does what she does.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm sure you'll find
Let's
out.
see.
Do you know what's scaring the guests away?
City superstitions. I don't get it. We have ghost hunters who come here to find ghosts, and if they think they found something, they get all panicked and run away.
I finished up the Sudoku.
Way to go! So, what do you think?
I loved it.
I've got one last type of puzzle to show you. This is one of my favorites. Rhinograms. It's all about creating an unbroken string of numbers. Tell me what you think when you're done. Here you go.
Can you translate this for me?
Sure. No. Put this back where you got it.
Well, apparently that Engadantaro. And I have a sneaky suspicion you do not want to share the article with anybody else in the Ryokon. That's just, my suspicion. So we need to find somebody that can translate this article. Just nobody here. So, let's head back up to our room. And let's look at our checklist.
Did that. Check. 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 Did that. Check. That's done. Check. Did that. Did that. Did that.
Okay, one of our
Still
tasks
have
is
to do
getting
that.
closer to Suki.
Check.
So it looks like
That's
getting
done.
closer to the cat and the rhinogram and getting the article translated seems to be the last remaining things on our task list. I got a feeling getting that thing translated is not going to be easy. Let's see. Let's check out the phone. Then let's go through the phone minutes since we haven't really done this yet. This also keeps track of your time. The people you can call. Because you got Bess, George. Don't know why you have your own number in here, but whatever. As you get more things going on, you have your camera. But as you get or it kind of has to be automatically added. Your settings, your background, the Mulan. That's from Danger by Design, the windmill. David Gregory. Okay, that's the cowboy from number 10. As you can see, there's a bunch of places you can pick. Like, that's from Trail the Twister. The Lounge, I'm not exactly sure where that one's from. I'll have to think about that one. Unless someone can look that one up. But snorkeling, they got some classic ones. I'm assuming they're referring to the books and the silhouette. Well, let's just leave it at the standard. But I'm going to change the background to green because I like green. Okay, listen to these tones. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it to 1 because no. Yeah, I'll just keep it to 1. Alarm, this is what you'll wake up to, so pretty standard. No. No human can actually wake up to that. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, explosion. Yeah, no. And a foghorn. I'll just keep it to 1. Messages is pretty much messages you get from people. Games. These are installments from other games, like choose your level. I'm not gonna take this one seriously. This is Land Rush. This is from the oh, that's great. I'm off to a fantastic start. Well, the object is to try to get the color board faster than you did. I was just doing it just to test it. And a match game. Oh my lord. Wait, all this on a small screen? Oh, good lord. Yeah, it's one of these. Yeah, you find all the bears. This could either take very little time or a lot of time. Okay, that little ting sound shows means you found it. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. It was okay. Okay, I'm not that bad at these. go. Okay, that's there. That one goes there. Now, I don't think if you did this again, it'd be the same pattern. I think this is all random. And there you have it. 255. Speedy Greyhound is my rank for that one. Is Sippy Chi if you get 220 or less. So basically, if I can find a way to knock a good chunk of 30-something seconds off my time, we're good. Let's see what Miwako's doing behind her desk. Alright, let's head downstairs. Since the front desk was only open till 1 a.m., so we should be able to... Oh, the painting's been replaced. As you see, we are one of the few people still here. There we go. Trying to get the arrow to get to where I want. Let's see what we have here. Oh, so these must be some sort of lock. Okay, so it's the same direction no matter which way you go. But there's 5 slots and 4 keys, so it looks like we're missing a key. What do we have here? The Chromemeister key card 3000. Having difficulty remembering all those numbers, security codes? Worry no more. Introducing the Chromemeister card 3000, the latest state-of-the-art in key card security systems. Our system uses an 8x8 grid with unique color entry code designed by the user. The colors are then split and encoded into 5 keys by our team of specialists with extra squares on each card for added security. To open the compartment, place keys in the slots of correct order. Okay, so like I said, we are 1 short.
What's up, Cat? Suki? Tate.
Okay, that is creepy. Said, whoa. Okay, that didn't go quite to plan.
Looks like I'll need a password.
Well, honestly, there's not much we can do at the moment, so... And apparently Suki has a guard mode of some sort that is not letting us get to that little box on the desk. Okay, I think that's all that's here was just that. So we need to find the 5th card. And try to find a way to get around Suki. But it doesn't look like we can do much right now since we are only on day 1. So let's head back to the room. Set the alarm for... As you see, our room's already turned off for nighttime. So set the alarm for 7 p.m. I know it sounds weird, but... Just because nothing really starts here until 7 p.m., so... What's this? Yeah, what was
What
that?
was that? Oh no, the screen tore. I better tell Mawako about this tomorrow. It must have just been my imagination. I should try to get some more sleep.
Back to our room. Our alarm's gone off. Well, as you see that the screen's still broken. And I'm going to call it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you on the next episode. Let's just see my game here from another save. And